How men drink a bottle, for some reason. Gotta keep your eyes on the road. Happy Valentine's Day. Just so you know, if one day someone comes up to you and try to sprinkle ashes down your cabbage, it means I died and my next of kin chose to honor my final wish. No, I wanted to ask him why the N is bulk. The creator of Nutella, Francesco Ravella, has died on Valentine's Day at the age of 97. Was gonna say what's wrong with marrying a Discord mod, but then I looked him up, and he literally founded Reddit. Serena Williams crip walked for the culture then went home to this guy. I thought the J-Spad was where whole gang hang out. It can be. Peter is probably the craziest charity out there. Probably. Name any other charity that kills 85 to 95% of its rescues. Make-A-Wish Foundation, I like you. An asteroid has a 2% chance of hitting Earth in 2032. It's 40 to 90 meters wide. Planet Kalos start at 1 kilometer. So it could cause some serious local destruction, but won't wipe us out. Don't be so negative. What's been the most embarrassing moment you had during sex? My tooth fell out, right into her mouth and she swallowed it. Bro over here danging the tooth fairly. Would you rather live in Attack on Titan? 94%. Live in India? 6%. Dying to monstrous creatures in horrific living conditions or fighting titans? When the plus-sized baddie with an immaculate face card goes on a weight loss journey. Bitcoin 2008. This is the first ever unlimited money glitch. People are betting money on Ellen having another baby. At this rate, Ellen's kids are gonna need a family reunion just to meet their own siblings and a captcha to prove they're related. Once my teacher was talking about how Greeks had sex with their teachers so they could get wiser. I was like, God, that's dumb as all hell, haha. And he was like, well, they were very smart people. And what was next? I got wiser. Androgynous in the way that no one gets it right. Bro drank all the gender fluid. Bruh, ace hole. 1 trillion. Everyone in the city. At that size, you could see each follicle of pubic hair, and the inertia motion caused by such a large mass moving around would definitely cause at least a few strands to fall down. Which I must say there's nothing more I would want in life than to be crushed by the catty hair of a 100-foot cheerleader. How can I order a doll like her? For what reason? Now. Have sex. See you, space cowboy. My dad slapped me so hard last night I came a little bit. Someone woke up and chose to make this abomination. Enemy POV. If you're 28 plus and a man is taking you to Red Lobster as a date, then you need to reevaluate the kind of men you're dating. If you're 28 plus and you're still evaluating men based on where they take you out to eat, rather than the quality of time spent, you need to reevaluate your life. This is one of the reasons why men don't date anymore. I'm 85. I'm telling you I would completely snack a clock for Red Lobster Admiral's Feast and biscuits. What are you doing on Valentine's Day? Me, going to work, because it's a Friday. I wanted to buy a sweet new shotgun, but I have to wait, cause buying it on that day would be awkward as duck. You come home from a 16-hour shift and see your wife made this. What you doing next? Eat it, then say thank you, and then eat the food. Giving her the best 17 seconds and 3 inches at 20 miles per hour of her life. When you find your sister's Beyblades, as a bonus, they even have liquid that minimizes friction. Waitress, how do you like your steak? Man, same way I like my slacks. Waitress, so very rare then. Bloody but still slightly breathing, and pleading for its life. Do you think Gru stuck his whole nose in there when they did it? First look at Gru Jr. in Despicable Me 4. In theaters on July 3rd. Throwback. Remember the Super Bowl, where Mr. Peanut Ducking died? They busted a nut. RIP. You spawn in the last video game you ever played. How screwed are you? Slex with Hotler. The dad is proud his son ejected a massive shot, and that ultrasound is showing that his colon is clear for insertion. And with the hog dad is concealing there in his pants, I'd say he needs all the room he can get. Italian police drove a Lamborghini Huracan 500 kilometers from Padua to Rome in just 2 hours, averaging 233 kilometers per hour, to deliver 2 donor kidneys for life-saving surgery. I wonder why they don't use a helicopter in such cases? Because Lamborghini. Opportunity for bonus organs. I want to hug it at least once. Yeah, hug. Now what is this comment? It's just arousing to me that a girl cuts a scene out of pure sadness and rage. It just makes me think how satisfying it would be to someone like her. Yesterday, I complained to a coworker that I was freezing from my walk to work because I can't wear a hat with my hair up. Today I came into this on my desk. She went home last night and knit this. My coworker called me fat yesterday. You should knit her one sock so she can shove it in her mouth. Name something a woman can do better than a man. OnlyFans. Being pregnant. What it feels like when you combine broth with your girl's best milk to make the ultimate smoothie. On everyone's soul, this is relatable. Yes, 41%. No, 59%. It tastes even better if you use your sister's period blood. The ducking gender swapped my flash game elementals. Damn liberals. I too prefer fire clock and sweat girl over limp nut and eat girl pass. Age is just a number when it comes to goth mommies. I started to get smallest Ted. At risk of sounding like a wet dart, this seems highly unethical and unfair to people who actually put effort into their finals. Did someone say my name? We are actually just talking about the wet dart family in general, not you, Runny. Runny was my father. My friends call me Run. When I was younger, I saw someone eat a pigeon at my dad's wedding, and I would do it again, should circumstances allow. When I see those people at school who sit by themselves at lunch and have no one to talk to in class. This was me when I was younger. Probably why I started beating my children. Damn girl, you were made so perfect I'd snack your dad's nut just to get the recipe. What is he going to do with the recipe? Bake it in his sister's oven? Or even better, take it directly from her dad and put it straight into her mom's ace. You gotta stay close to the original recipe. When you don't know when to put down the clippers. Baba, so what you want? OP, ever see the boy in the striped pajamas? Baba, say no more fam. My phone for no reason. Friend, why are you laughing? It's just settings. Me, you have to lower the volume a bit. Unethical life pro tips request. How can I make 10k in a month? I'm in the process of buying a house. Due to some extremely unfortunately timed life things or bills, I had to pull some money from my saving, and I no longer have enough for my down payment. I also don't have any stocks or extra assets that I could sell. Does anyone know of any way I can make $10,000 in about a month? You got a bet hole? What are the worst things to say right after sex? Thanks, grandma. Here's your dentures back. Oh god. Train. Dedicate your entire life to murdering children. Make them rage quit. Get an overpriced texture pack that removes 3 pixels from your sword. Fun is for children. This is your life now. You had me until the rage quit part. When you pop up in my feed, it always makes my dad. I'm a huge fan. I drape my balls through mile of broken glass just to hear you dart through a walkie-talkie. Haha. Minus 500 aura. Duck aura, whatever that is. She's an angel. Their own fault for not using child labor in a space clearly designed for children. The children yearn for the mines. They even have a super popular video game about it. Tell me again about how hard your day was. I think his uncle came over that night. Came over whom? You can wait. Porn video in pause. State waiting for me. Me watching the build process for 15 minutes on console screen to ensure it is successfully built. To be fair, any attentive viewer can usually guess how a porn video will end. A build process remains interesting until the end. Well, sir, your logic is undeniable. So does it mean that we should switch from watching porn to watching builds for that extra excitement? What does a dead body smell like? How dead? Freshly dead. Smells like person. 1 day dead. Smells like the inside of a fridge that has mushrooms in it. 2 days dead. Smells like meaty, like when you smell pork to decide if it's okay to eat and it's just crossed that smell test of no. 3 days. Starts to smell like ammonia and maggoty. 4 days. Just worse. The worst is when you try to move them and the meat falls off the bones. Heat weather accelerates all this. The signs at a Drake concert. How are these people not embarrassed? It's mostly teenagers, if we are honest. To Drake's preference, I'm sure. He lists it as minor expenses on his taxes. Pete Davidson boned Kim Kardashian after she dumped Kanye. Pete is apparently a preferred bounce back lay for a lot of famous women because he's got mental health issues that make him not seek commitment to go along with his rumor to be a huge nut. So if Bianca also boinked him, it would be funny in a sad kind of way. If mental health issues and a lack of commitment are Lexi to famous women, then how come I'm not covered with them? Probably the third thing. Hello Ms. Umbridge. Hello. Animagus self into cat. Took an hour to make this, and 59 minutes keeps my hands out of my pants. Who would have ever suspected that the young Buddhist monk who holds the idea that life is sacred as a core value would be against killing? And he's 12. The exact age where all you wanna do is bust nuts. Thinner bust a nut. As an American, that's about the time we start killing. Mummy, they gave us special milk at kindergarten today. When you're reading the villain's plans, but it actually makes a lot of sense. Me watching Loho Coast documentary. What do you do immediately after Slex? Put them back in the coffin. Drive them to school. How to survive a bear attack. If it's brown, lie down. If it's bulk, fight back. If it's right, chill cause you ate. What if I apply this to humans? What's the most ridiculous ducked up thing you've done for money? Not safe for work. Showed my pay in 4th grade for $5. No regrets. Reaction to this depends on who you showed it to. 4th grade girls on playground versus dude in a van down by the river. Hey, $5 is $5. Tell me something I don't know. I once ducked a jar of goose fat while watching your Slex tape. Mamma mia, it's a bigger than Mario's. LMRO right above this in my feed was a post about how Mario is 39 and Peach is 15 years old. Left or right? Well, if you have right, you can get left. How big is trunk in that car you think? Whatever your choice is, you still can sell one to get the other. 14-year-old girl arrested for secretly giving birth in bathroom, killing son and throwing him away. Spawn kill. I'm tired of seeing or hearing about people wasting food. I can smash anything. Buildings. Mountains. Can you smash my sadness? Boop. I hope that's a linger. Oh my. Italian soldier Rice in North Africa, World War II, with the photo of his son in hand. Should have been aiming his gun instead of masturbating. Adobe has developed software that can detect Photoshop in an image. The food must be fake to them. Just because there are no men in the house, so they can't steal, they are also niggs, slexist. Another day of my dad forgetting our Amazon accounts are linked. Amazon Alexa, here's your reminder. Had Slex with my wife. Update, after telling my mom. My dad called to apologize, but then in the background my mom made Slex noises as a joke and I almost threw up. Swan Ice of a broken heart after teenager smashed her eggs with bricks. Finally, a good reason to punch a teenager in the face. We will not punch them. We will slowly kill their families in front of them, then lock them in a dark cold room with food, given at random times. When they go mad, we will take them out and starve them from any food and only give them limited water. Then hire some scary big dude to slowly texture them. After it all they will be broken physically and mentally, then release them into the real world again. Then 20 years later to find them and do it all over, and when they are at the brink of death, we smash their heads in with a brick. My aunt is ranked for top 10 on Pokemon Go. My uncle is top 8 in Candy Crush. My uncle's top 5 on FBI's most wanted list. Please stop asking for my bath water. I take showers. Is used mouthwash an option? What about used tampons? I'd love to freeze them and then suckle the blood out, or drop into heat water for a cup of tea. Stop it. Get some help. Heaven. Flights. The future is now. Old man. That's just Malaysia Airlines. If you cut it open, you'll find a bag of gold coins inside. Geometry dash. This is an annular base game which is S. Slexy but not entirely R. Elated to beating your wife and kids. My dad passed away last week. Today this arrived. It was from him. Thanks dad. It's so sad that you can never use it together. Who said you can't use it together? A cold toilet seat is physically unsettling. A warm toilet seat is mentally unsettling. A moist toilet seat is both physically and mentally unsettling. Especially if you saw a kid and his dad leave the stall. What the duck? LMRO. Question. What's 20 feet long and has only 2 teeth? Your mom. The baby on my texture rack. I hope he did. What you crave in a relationship is what you lacked in your childhood. I'm figuring this shut out. Definitely didn't lack now in my childhood, but okay. Please urinate with precision and elegance. Adjusts crotch monocle. Twirls pubic hair into handlebar mustache. Sad one tonight boys. Just cremated Barry. But Barry wasn't dead. Vegan activists separate hens from roosters so the hens aren't bribed. Like that'll stop me. Hold up. The F in Ethiopia stands for food. The R in bulk people stands for ites. I think you meant to say women, but I guess that works. I'm convinced that Carol Baskin murdered her husband. Finally, an expert has weighed in. Imagine how ducking angry the rat that controls Gordon Ramsay must be all the time. But Gordon Ramsay doesn't wear a chef's hat, so where's the rat? Imagine Gordon Ramsay's swollen tentacles draped over the rat's head. The wrinkled scene of his scrot covering the rat's eyes as the rat gasps for air. The weight of Ramsay's tentacles barely being held by the rat's tiny arms. The rat knows this is how he's going to die, but its passion for cooking overpowers it, and with a great desperate squeeze of Ramsay's left nut, Ramsay's blasts someone in the face regarding an inquiry of the location of where the lamb sauce is located. Why do men give cold women their jackets? No man wants a below job from a woman with chattering teeth. The women I date don't have teeth. Yet. There's Helen hello. There's an end in friend. There's a line believe. There's an over in lover. And there's a good in goodbye. There's fun in funeral. Me and my girlfriend went on a walk together today until she saw me, so we went on a run instead. Happens to me all the time. I know right? Toddlers must really like jogging I guess. What are the Mario brothers' views on pedophilia being a sexuality? Mario says, it's not a sexuality you sick ducks. Luigi says, I agree with Mario. Say what you want about paid for files, but at least they drive slow through school zones. Except if they are necrophilic paid for files. In 1965, a machine was patented to deliver a baby using centrifugal force. The machine would spin you until the baby came out, and it would be caught in a net. Excuse me, what the duck? You spin me right round baby right round. The original meat spin. Warning 1. No spam. Further doing so will result in a ban. What the duck? I didn't even spam. Don't get sassy with me. I'll break your ducking windpipe. Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Where does the milk and strawberry come from, then? Puberty. Oh god. Just lingered a nation girl. I see no crown virus in pic. I once broke my PS1 controller, but instead of getting rid of it, I kept it. So whenever I feel like punching a controller to delt, I can simply just use this instead of the one that's working. Whoa, thanks for the tip bro. I can finally stop using the goldfishes in the fishbowl now. I can make the ops shuffle. Uzi, I think my grandma is a fan of yours. She's on the floor doing the futsal shuffle. Don't call her heat. Call her beautiful. She's a girl, not a cup of tea. Don't call her cold. Call her beautiful. She is a girl, even if she is a corpse. Wait a minute. What is easy to get, but hard to maintain? Direction. Kids. Renovating the house. Decided to put this in the wall before it's boarded up, so I can give the next person who renovates the house a heart attack. You should put a 1984 hide and seek champion t-shirt on it. Add turban, beard, and hide and seek champion 2001 to 2011. I bought a pocket caddy to hide my dope in the car. I just ordered a flashlight and going to keep it in my car. I doubt a cop is going to stick his linger up it to get my dope. Hope this helps someone else. Maybe get the one that looks like an asshole to really freak him out. You gotta buy one. Make a secret compartment, cram in the regular compartment and really duck up their day. Even if they find the secret compartment, they probably touched your jizz first. I respect and fear you in equal measure. Wait, fear? Just a little more fear than respect. NASA wants to put the first woman on the moon by 2024. Why? Does it need cleaning? Pornhub. Suit yourself. When you're trying to back off, but your dog won't leave. That's the reason the dog is in the room. Have a snack. I'm a snack. I'm calling the police. What is a disturbing fact you wish you could unlearn? My mom told me I have my grandma's knee pals. Do you kick your pets out of the room when you masturbate? Why or why not? Why would you masturbate if you have pets? I don't know. Ask the guy in Wuhan, China who used a bat as a clock sleeve. Childhood ruined. It only hurts the first time, son. What the duck? What is the worst part about your daughter having answer? You can't pull her hair while ducking her, so you use a plunger on her head. Who sighs? I wish I could help you, Sarah, but I'm a family doctor and you're an orphan. Doc can give a family to her with making her pregnant. This would be wholesome. Does a pillow work as a silencer? Tried using a pillow as a silencer on my grandma, and it worked. She stopped snoring. Yeah, snoring during sex is not cool. Cheap and easy recipe. One of my favorites. How to cook African cuisine.